Hey there, Riddle 5th graders. Welcome to another video art. This is video 24. Today we're going to be looking at a landscape. I want to make a landscape with you. And to do it, we're going to have some bushes and plants in the front. We'll have some trees in the middle ground. And then in the background, we'll have maybe some like hills or hollers or maybe even some sort of a mountain range. And that's what I'm thinking. So to start, I'm going to make the background, the far background. So things that are far away are going to appear to be smaller. So my hand is really close right now. It's very big. So things that are close in the picture are going to be big. As things are far away, they're going to be much smaller. I'm going to start with that little background, and I'm going to make just kind of like some sort of a range of hills or mountains, sort of a. It's kind of so far away that we can't really tell what it is. Next, I'm going to make, let's see here. I'm going to make some circles. These are going to be trees. Now when I make these circles, I want them to be kind of behind each other. And what I've done is some of these trees are in front of the mountains, so I'm going to erase them, or the hills. So it looks kind of like this. So it just looks like four little balloons. What I'm going to do next is I want to, these are going to be trees. So trees that are going to be larger or closer to me are going to be larger. So trees that are closer to me. And when I put them, the roots in the ground, if they are closer or larger, the trunk is going to be lower on the ground. So what I'm talking about is this tree here is pretty big, and this one is in front. So the bottom of this tree is very much lower on the ground. This tree is the next closest one, and where it's on the ground tells us how it's closer. So if I'm walking up, the first tree trunk that I see, that tells me that is closer. And then I keep walking, and this tree is next, and this tree will be next, and then this one is the furthest back. So it kind of tells me. My trees are simple. They're kind of stylized. As you can see, I just did circles. So it's going to be kind of like a stylized drawing. Next, I'm going to draw some bushes that are at different distance away. Okay. Oops. So as I'm doing that, I need chunks of these bushes that are smaller are going to be farther away. And as things are closer, they're going to be larger. So I just made some chunks of bushes. They almost look like little clouds floating on the ground. So next, I'll make a sun, and I'll do all that stuff here in a little bit. I'm going to make another little chunk of bushes back here. Alright, so I've got things mapped out. I have a plan. I'm going to start by coloring the trees. And to do those, I'm going to use different colors of green, I suppose. So I have a couple different ones, and they could all be the same. You could decide that you want to make this a fall picture. I know that it's not fall right now, but if you wanted to introduce some different colors, it would not be a bad idea. I'm going to go ahead and try to do the spring. Having it be fall colors would probably be easier. So I'm going to color in these trees green first before I do any branches, because they're kind of stylized. I mean, trees aren't just circles. So we're just kind of creating a unique look. I'm going to make two of the trees the same, because I also need, that's where the problem is, I need colors for the grass and the bushes too. So it's going to be a lot of greens. And I'm going to be pressing hard a little bit differently. to try to get some different shades, to try to stretch my green to make it be able to cover more. I don't like that green. Oof. If I got 3 of my trees are pretty much the same, it looks like it's fine. Got one darker green one. I'm gonna go ahead and play around with the tree now. I'm going to make the tree trunks brown, and then I'm going to have that tree trunk come up and then branch into a lot of branches. So I get have a little artistic freedom here and just kind of have some fun and make it free flowing as I get up into my branches. Okay. All right, interesting. It's definitely stylized. It does not look like the real world by any means. Next, the kind of land that's far away, I'm going to use a gray because it's really kind of hard to see. So I'm going to color that in, and I'm just going to kind of make it gray. And there's not going to be a lot of detail. Things that are far away are going to be just kind of blah because it's far away. We can't see any details. Here's my pencil. Can you see any details? No, but when you get up close, you can see there's letters, numbers, or just like when I hold it upside down, it looks like symbols. So the stuff that's far away in a picture is going to be very bland. Not a whole lot there. Next, while I'm working on that, the stuff that's far away, I'm just going to go ahead and knock out the sky. And for that sky, I need some color, and so I need to do some sort of a sunset. I need it because everything else is so monochromatic with these greens and such that I need some color in my picture here. Nothing wrong with being monochromatic, but I'm just thinking that that's what I'm wanting to mess around here with, have some fun with. So I'm doing red low, and I'm pressing really hard on the bottom, coming up, and then I'm going to go into some orange. The sun will be kind of glowing. Some orange here. And do some orange. Next, now I can stop. Well, I guess it wouldn't be snow if there's green leaves in there. I'm going to go ahead and make these bushes, and I'm going to probably use probably a darker color. I'm going to try to show the texture of it if I can, and then color them in lightly. Cool. Next, I'm going to start messing with some of the grasses of the ground. And this different color of a green. I'm going to throw this different green down. some of you guys might like to do something different than drawing cartoons, characters. This definitely gives you some freedom, artistic freedom, and everybody's will look different. I'm going to introduce some yellows into the grasses here. Maybe the grasses that's closer to me, I'm going to put a little bit of yellow look into it. Stuff that's closer to me, I can put actual pieces of grass I could draw in here, because it's closer to me. Perhaps I would be able to see some details in the grass, but grass is far away, we would not see anything. I'm going to add some more just designs up in the leaves, in the trees. Some scribblies, just to add some interest. And there's a landscape. I have a background, a foreground, and then a middle ground where I have some trees. So I look forward to seeing yours. Post it so we can all see it.